Hi, this is Pod. On this script here, I like to talk about the workflow of virtual classroom or online classroom. As you already know, we have so many tools. We cannot learn every tools. Some of the tools doing the same thing, and you don't want to know every tools on the market and use all of them, because some of them is repeat a little bit of other tools already. So you're not going to need all the tools, but what you need is you need kind of workflow that will be able to support all you need or all you do in the classroom, or you like to decide what your classroom going to be look like, or experience wise, what is going to feel like for your student. So in this particular case, I come up with a set of the software which is some of you familiar with, such as Line, Facebook, and some may do not familiar like Google Hangout or Classroom. And so how I using these four software together. On the first group of the software, Facebook page and Line group, I think most of you already familiar with Facebook and Line. The reason I use that because all of my students have Facebook or Line. So I set up the page. That page can act as the meeting page, or you can post your link for your classroom and some of the password to get into your classroom there. You also be able to use to contact directly to each student. And on other hand, you also, after you finish your classroom, you could exhibit your student work in that Facebook page. On the second set of software is Google Hangout and Google Meet. You can either use one of these. On my personal account, I have Hangout, but on my school account, I have both Hangout and Meet. So what I use Hangout and Meet is basically very similar software. The Google Meet is a newer version of Hangout, which is have the extra feature is like you can schedule your broadcasting in ahead of time, something like that. So I use this for real-time presentation, live broadcasting, or I can use it for meeting as a conference, or I can meet as individual. So Hangout and Meet give you face-to-face experience. So you just feel like in physical classroom, interact with the student. You can see the student come in and what they're doing at the moment if they turn on their webcam. And also one of the best feature I like is the demonstration of the screen. So you can share screen to your student, or you can look at your student's screen. That is really benefit, because with the projector in the real classroom, the student who sit in the front will be see clearly, but on the back not so clear. But with this Hangout or Google Meet, every student will see exactly what you see on your screen, and they will see it right in front of them. The third group of the software is Google Classroom. If you have Google account, you just log into your email, right? Gmail account, and then you can activate it, just the same as Google Hangout and Meet. So for Google Classroom, I use for manage the class. So I can set up the subject, topic, give the student assignment, put all the content I have like PowerPoint, picture, sound, video clip onto that. I can create assignments, I can create a quiz, and then I can review them if they submit in time or not, or I also can grade them, give them the score, so they can know the score, they know my feedback. On the last group is YouTube channel. So if you have Google account, you automatically have YouTube account. I use YouTube to create the high quality multimedia instruction content. So when I do a screen capture of my demonstration or talking about some topic that quite complicated and I want the student to come back here and review it, so I can use this as a platform. YouTube also allow you to create feedback, like they can ask, the student can post the question, so I can stop by and reply that question. They can vote and share. So it's in the way, it's more like social media in the way. Also, it can be interaction platform. Once again, after you finish all the class assignment, you may select some of the best works, your student best work, to exhibit back in the social media platform like Facebook page or group. Now I'm going to show you my Facebook page, right? So if you have Facebook account, on the account you will be allowed to create a new page and also create a new group. There are two different things about page and group. The idea of the page is more like you want to open the shop for public, so anyone can join your page or see your page. But if you want something very particular, very niche, and you need to require people when they get into the topic, so it's better to create as a group. So you will be set as a public group or secret group. So every time someone who want to join your group, they will have to ask you. So it depends on your purpose. Another purpose that I use Facebook is to share the link of my classroom and the token or the pin that allows students to join. So normally I will message them or I post on the Facebook, they will got notification, and then if they come to join, right, they just click on the URL and put in the pin and join the class. The next feature that I use Facebook for is the gallery, the image gallery. So I can create album that's suitable for my subject, and then on each album it can be responded by the student on the comment. They can submit their work, or I can just put a gallery of my slides, student work all together, so it can share with the public directly. This is some of the student work that you can post as a picture, and then give some assignment, and then the student can respond as the work. So it will be timestamp on, and you can also put some of your comment there as well. So that's how I use Facebook for. So on the next group, Google Meet, you can first log into your Gmail account and you go to Google App tab. And then when you go to Google App tab, right, you will be allowed to select a few apps on here. On some of the tab will have, for example, on this one, my personal account. When you click on the Google App tab, I can find Google Hangout there. But you can see a list of applications from Google, and you also see the Hangout icon and also classroom icon there. So I click on that to create the Google Hangout projects, right? Or you can say new conversation and click. So you can invite people into your Google Hangout. So the list of the people you used to talk with, or you can chat directly to that particular person, or you can create as a group. So after you create as a group, you can invite the people on your mailing list into the group. Then you can start video call, phone call, or message. So in this case here, I start the video call, right? So you can invite people into the video call by send them as an email, or you can copy link to share, or you can invite them. So in this case here, you can send the invitation via email or copy the link to share on the Facebook. You can also mute the visual by clicking on the icon of the video camera to disable your webcam. So your audience will see only the icon. You can also mute your microphone by clicking on it as well. Before you start recording or doing some conference, I would recommend you to go to set the setting and test your speaker and microphone first if it's working properly. Another my favorite option is to share screen by going to the option on the button option on the upper right hand, top right hand. You will allow to see and share the screen. So you can select the screen you like to share. In this case, I have two screens. So I can select the screen that I want to show my student to share on it. After select, the screen will indicate you are sharing. So you can stop sharing anytime you like by clicking on the stop button. As you see from the personal account, there are no Google Meet app. So I switch to my school account, which is have a Google Meet app. So I activate it. First, it's going to ask you to join or start a meeting. So you can decide if you like to join or start your own meeting by clicking on the plus sign. So that's one of the benefits of Google Meet. You can schedule in advance. So now I create the meeting. So when you get into the meeting room, right, you will have option for your video and audio. So you can turn off camera or you can turn off your microphone. Sometimes you may want to turn off your microphone during the meeting, unless you want to speak or present the meeting. In this demo right now, you create your scheduled meeting. So in this particular meeting, right, it's going to show you the link, right, when you create. And then this link can be posted on Facebook or online group together with the pin. So when you click copy joining info, right, and press, or you can also add people into your meeting manually by clicking on add people. So right now I just posting the joining information on the Facebook page, and then the student who a member of that page can click and join it by using the pin, and then you can remove it later. And if your meeting is over, so you do not need to, this link will not active anymore. After I set up the meeting and share, I can add people into that. I can add via the school email by clicking on people, and then I can invite them to my meeting. Or I can add people later after meeting going on by going to upper right hand, right, and then click add. You also can do the chat while you have a meeting as well. So this chat will be like, sometimes it's more clear if you have some information in writing to your member or the people who come to meeting with you. When you look on the lower left hand, you will see the detail of your meeting. In this meeting, you may be able to attach the file, or you can turn on the caption. So if your caption, if your meeting is in English, right, the automatic caption will work very well, but your meeting in Thai, it may not quite work for you. So in this case here, I test, speaking, how are you tonight? So it's quite clear, So all the wording is automatic type for you. It's good for hearing impaired. And then my favorite is the present now, right? So you can share the screen. You can share a window only, or you can share the whole screen. In this case, I have two screens on my computer, so I can select particular screen that I want to give the student demonstration to that, or particular window that I want to show the student only, something like that. And then you can click the present, and if you want to stop, you just click stop. And then on this, right, you will be able to record the screen as well, or record your meeting. But when you going to record that, right, it will ask you and audience, to consent the recording. After the recording done, right, it's going to pop on your school account and upload it to the Google Drive. So when it's recording, you will see the upper left hand, it starts say record, and show with the red icon. So that indicates your meeting has been recorded on that. So if you want to stop recording your conference or your meeting, you have to go back to lower button on the right hand and stop recording again. All right. So this is very good in terms of you want something, like a record of your file or record of your important meeting, to be archived, something like that. And there is also a few options on here, to do a full screen, to change the layout, or to turn on the caption and all the settings. So I think you could play around with that. But if you not change anything, it will be just fine. So right now I turn off my camcorder, my webcam on my computer off. So if I click again, so I will reactivate my webcam on my computer. So if your meeting is finished, you can press the red phone and then hang up. So after that, you can comment if the quality of your meeting is good or not. Just give them the feedback. That's it. Thank you. Now it's going to be a Google Classroom. So after you log into your Google's accounts, and then you go to the Google Apps, right? And then scroll down to Google Classroom icon. So in this case here, what it's going to look like when you first time to come to Classroom. So you have to click on the plus sign on the upper right hand, right, to create or join your first class. So if you never have a class before, so you have a choice to join the class with the pin. So you will have to enter the code if you want to join the class. So that means, that's why I post my Google Classroom pin on the Facebook page. So, or you can create your class. So when you create a new class, right, you're going to have to click the agreements, and then you can create the classroom name. The class name, maybe you can set according to your subject and your section and your subject, and then the room, and then you can click create. So in this case here, I'm going to switch back to my classroom on my school account. So mainly I have subject called motion graphic created already. So you will see the list of my classroom. I have 3 subjects and 4 subjects going on right now. So you can see all the subjects that showing on my screen right now. Right now I want to show you one of the subjects that I already start on the Monday. So on this one, right, how this thing works, there are 4 tabs. First tab is called stream. Stream is more like a log, I think. It's recording all your activities, what you have done so far by hours. And then class work. So this is where all your major subject and everything will created here. And then next tab is people. People, there are 2 types of people. One is a teacher. So you can invite your teacher or you can invite your student. Okay. So now I go back to the stream. On the stream here, I have a list of activity. So if you scroll down, you can see the list of the class or activity I have, what's going on my Monday class. And then when you go to the classwork, right, you can see a list of my assignment that I give to the student. So in this case here, I can give it backward, to since the beginning of semester. So I can use the word create, the button create button. So in this particular one, you see a few options you have. My recommendation from another friend who familiar with Google Classroom, he said you should start with topic, and which is I totally agree with them, with him. So on this topic will allow you to organize your content much better. Otherwise, if you add up, a quiz, assignment, question material, you're going to end up crazy. So many things going on. So first you have to add the topic. So the topic, it should be according to sequence on your class. When you decide your class, right, you have a list of the topic from beginning of semester to the end of semester. So the topic, it should be according to that sequence. So in this case here, I give you the idea of basic user interface. Okay, so this is my topic. Now you can see a list of assignments that I haven't created the topic for, right? So this means every button on the list here, I can edit and put into basic user interface topic. For example, I can move my assignment number 1, self introduction, into the basic user interface topic. Okay. So now I like to show you to add some of the content onto that. So by clicking create, right? And then you have to think about what would you like to create. So in this case here, I'm going to create a material for my class. So I can go to material button and create the material. So in the material, right, you can have a title of material, description of your material, and you can add the attachment file or create your own material. Okay, let's start with adding material. So you will have to be asked to add the title onto that, and then some description about what your material is all about, and then you can attach by clicking add onto that, right? So you can add the material you already have on Google Drive to share it to your student on this topic, or the next one is the link, right? The link is a URL link, which is the link from website. Maybe if you have something about BU on the website that you want to share to your student, you can just go there and copy the URL address of the website, right? Copy that and then go back to here and put it on your link that you create by press, and then you click add link. So the link of that particular website or YouTube list, right, will show up there. And also you can add the file like a JPEG file, image file, movie file, whatever files, right? Or you can, in this one I click on Google Drive, right, and look at my drive. So I have some material on here that I want to some image that I want to share to the student, or I can upload the image from my computer by clicking upload. So in this case here, I just go back to my drive and I have some picture already, so I just add the picture that I want, right? And then I can add the YouTube, right? About YouTube, it's better for you to upload your content in the YouTube channel, so that way you can organize all your video material in in order. Okay, so how you add YouTube, right? You go to your YouTube video and then you go to your video link and click on the copy, or select the URL and then you copy. Then you go back to your add material and then you can just go to press on that. So very similar to the URL sharing, but in this particular one it will give you a YouTube thumbnail on that, and then you can just select and click add. So the student will be able to check your YouTube video on that particular topic, so they can learning in order. After you finish all the material parameter setting, right? So on the right hand you will see the subject and the topic. So that is where the topic come in handy. So you select the topic and you click post. So now when you come back, right, you can see this keyframe animation is show up on your topic of basic animation, something like that. So when you look at it, right, so you will see every topic in order. And if you go to your class, right, and you check out your list, on this case here, you may also rename your topic at any time by clicking on the setting button on the right hand, right? And you can see each topic is showing, and then you can select the topic that you want to work with. So right now I have another topic is camera and 3D space, which is still no reason to assign to that. So that means I can go back and reassign. And also you have option to Google Calendar. So that means you can schedule the plan along the semester for your student, and to tell them when you want to submit those kind of things. So this thing may take some time to get used to, but it's very easy. I spent about 2 days to learn how to use this software, and I think you can also do that as well. So now come back to the stream tab. You can see the banner. So in case you do not like that banner, right, you can upload the picture that appropriate or the one you like to replace that banner. As well, you can see the stream tab. So now I come back to the classwork and look at my assignment once more time, because this assignment is going to be very, very important, that you're going to use it a lot. So in this case here, I'm going to show you how I modify the assignment. I can create it, right, and edit it or delete it as well, and I can reassign it. So in this case here, I edit. So when I edit, right, I can change the title of my topic, description. So this is really important. You can put all the detail, because students do not like to remember, and often they're going to find this space is very useful, so they can come back to check exactly what they're looking for. And you also can assign to all students or assign to particular student by selecting particular student on the list, or just select all your students. You can also how much score you want to give for this assignment, or is ungraded. So in case you don't want to grade or give them score, you just list as ungraded. And due, right, on the due is very useful as well. So you can decide how much time you want to give them. For example, every assignment here, I give 1 week duration to work with. So that means next week they can. And then the topic, this is like where I say it's come in handy, because you can organize which assignment is related to particular topic or which topic. And on the rubrics, right, you can set up the scale on that, but normally you not be able to use similar to our online grading. So normally I just give them the raw score on the assignment, and then I readjust the score on the online grading from our school later. So now you can see my assignment number 1 is go back to belong to a basic user interface topic. Okay, so you can add more topic as you like. And another thing that I like to point out is the quiz. Okay, the quiz, when you select the quiz, right, it's going to give you a Google form. So create a new Google form. You can make an online quiz for the student, and the student will be able to do it online and see the result, what they can do online as well. So this is something really, really, really good. I really like it a lot. And now let's look at the people. So this is the list of my students, which is you can add teacher onto that or add student onto that. So most of my students, they add by themselves. Only a few of them I will need to add them manually because they not show up on my class. So I can use the icon to add, and also I can email the student directly from here. So that is also very useful, that you can manage your whole class within one application or one app. Okay. Besides adding student, adding teacher to the class, you can also review how on the grade tab, right? You can review all the students if they turn in the homework or the assignment to you. So you can see a global report, on the list of the students. Some of the students have missing, some already submit, right? And you can grade them, how much score you like to give them, and also how much, you can also click on the view submission. Okay, when you view submission, right, you will be redirect to the space that the student send it to you. In this one is the animation, which is I asked them to upload to YouTube, so you not be able to see it, so you have to click on the link that they send you so you can see this is the animation they send me, and then you can review, give them a score or give them a private comment. After you give them the suggestion comments, so you can just type on and then click post and then click return. So this will be pretty much about the Google Classroom. So I'm pretty sure you can do it easily. And then please let me know if you have a comment to improve this workflow in the future. Thank you very much. Put out.